380. Daggone. What's going on, guys? Hope y'all doing well. Today we're gonna do some dyno testing. We got some new toys for the dyno. We got a watt meter to tell hopefully what your ESC's pulling. Y'all might have seen some of my shorts about it, so we're gonna go in depth on it. We're gonna use it, and we added some other stuff. We put some levels on it, so we won't have to carry a little torpedo level with us anymore. And look at this thing. Let me stop that transmitter from making any noises. Y'all, I don't know what time. This is almost too nice for me to own, bro. It just amazed me. I was crawling this thing around in the floor earlier in the garage because it's raining today. And I was just like, ugh. Just tickled to death at the way it crawls. I mean, I know it's not going to be like a rock crawler because you got all this weight up front, but I just fell in love with the way it moved. But anyway, I want to share something I learned with y'all. Most of y'all probably already know this, but like these masking that goes across this window, it was tinted. It was one solid piece. Well, I took some Dawn dishwashing liquid, some water, and mixed it up in a little cup and just brushed it on there. So once I put the window film on there, I could move it. Well, once I moved it and got all the air bubbles out, I decided to just go ahead and use my hobby knife and leave the black and cut the tint out so you could see the interior. So most of y'all already know that. We also painted another body. Here it is. When y'all see this on my trucks, this is just a joke. That's all it is a dry humor comedy. I mean, and we had some pretty weather, so I painted this one up. And I usually don't put these stickers on my trucks, but I said this one needs something. Still, when I go from an airbrush to a can, the can just puts out, just uncontrollable how much pressure it puts out. You have to paint a lot. I already scratched it up. If wind was blowing, it blew off the other thing. Here's another one. I mean, like this here, this is just dry humor. Don't get offended when you see your crawler sucks in front of you or behind you or flipping down a rock. Because it's just a joke. It's just a joke. But we're going to get to the dyno. We're going to do some pulls. Hopefully we're going to test a brushless against brushed, FOC against brushless. You'll be surprised. I've already seen what the Hobbywing with the FOC, like Hobbywing Fusions, what they do not bog down at all. But I'm going to set the tripod up and show you what I'm talking about. All right, we got this car set up on the dyno. This is the SCX-10-3, the original JLU, I believe. Let me see if I can get the body to show you. This truck right here. You remember this truck? All right, it's got the original 2-in-1 Spectrum Firma receiver. It's got a 550 35 turn brush motor. And what we're going to show you hopefully today is show you how much it bogs down. Get it rolling here with a RPM. It does have a mild overdrive in it, but that's not what we're trying to prove. All right, let me see if I can turn up the throttle trim and get it to stay at a steady RPM. There we go. 66 on the rear. And whatever that is on the front. But I want you to watch it when I put my hand on it. Just look how much it drops down. I don't know if it's drawing any, did it draw any more power? See, right now it's about 58 to 60. Yeah, it's drawing more power. But as you can tell, when I feel it bog down, lose RPMs, and when I let up, it picks right back up. So now we're gonna put the Fusion, a truck with a Fusion on here, probably the Fusion SE or maybe the Fusion Original, and we'll do a run with it. Okay, here we got the original Fusion. It's 1800 kV. I think it had a 550 size can. No, 540 size can. This is the original one before they came out with the Pro, the SE with the 1800 and the KB. This is the first one to come out with. This is a UGRC Predator chassis, And it has probably about, let's see what axles, about 12% overdrive. But I'm gonna see if I can do it with this truck, just show you what I'm talking about. Most of y'all, oh, I'm going the wrong way on my throttle now. Let me set my throttle up where I can get a good, okay, I'm at 120. I must have the, what you call it, turned down, the exponential, but we're gonna hold it. Okay, I'm holding it right there. See me putting that pressure on that truck? It's not doing nothing. It's not giving up at all. Let's try it at a low RPM. Let's just see what it's turning right now. It's basically turning about 15. It's not giving nothing up. Okay, this is a Vanquish Phoenix VS410 portal axle. Let's see, it's got the Hobbywing 550 2300 kV axe. It's not the 2-in-1, it's separate. It's got an ESC up here and a brushless motor down here. We're gonna see if it makes a difference on it. We've done seen the brushless. No, we've seen the brush, seen the Hobbywing Fusion 1800. And now we're gonna see if we can run the throttle up on this thing on the transmitter to get a good steady RPMs. Okay, there we go. We got 55 RPMs. It's pulling, it's hard to see that watt meter. It's pulling about 58 to 60 watts. Whoa! About to break something. It's hard to keep it on here and bog it down at the same time. But you can see it's dropping too, but it ain't dropping as quick as the brushed. Now what I want to do a C rating battery test to see if it changes anything. Okay, we got 3 different batteries here. We got a, let's see, what is this? This is a 50C 2200 milliamps ain't gonna matter. This is a 50C discharge. Let's see what this one is. This is a 80C discharge. And this one right here claims to be 120C. So what we're gonna do first, we're gonna hook up the 50C discharge rate and see if we can get a baseline off it. This is the SCX Axial Pro, and I believe it's running the Hobbywing Fusion. Which one is this? It does that sometimes. Which one is this? I think it's the 1800. Yeah, it's the 1800 kV. And we see if we can get it. Oh, we gotta strap it down. Let me strap it down right quick. Try to get it where I can get something adjustable for it. Maybe some fish scales in there so I can tell how much each one of them is pulling. But let's just see. We got the, which one did I say this was? The 50C? Yeah, 50C, right there it is, 50C. Can y'all see that? Yeah, okay. 50C, I'm gonna set the throttle at, we're just gonna do this. That's all it's got, because I got the, I guess, okay, 50C. I guess what we need to do is, the C rating is evidently the burst rating. So probably what we need to do is do a acceleration. Okay, that's right wide open on the throttle trim. So we just go ahead and take it up to whatever to do the max it'll do. And drop down 100 RPMs. stand over here with it just in case it decides to jump off the table. Okay, we maxed out at about 475 RPMs. So we're gonna slow it down. You can hear them tires are whining. Some steel rollers trying to spin faster. Let me take it back up there. I forgot what it was at. $470. Okay, let's say 470. I'm gonna take it down to 370, and then we're gonna do a burst. Okay, we're gonna do it. We got it at 370 right there. We're gonna do a burst. Okay, that was a burst, and that was on 50C. And the reason this thing is jumping around like it, because it's got artificial foams. So let's just go ahead and unplug the battery. Some of y'all gonna hate me for that, but that's all right. This is my truck, not yours. 50C. Here's 80C. We're gonna go up to 80C. All right, let's see if it'll bind with that transmitter already. Oh, I actually have to go back on the video and do most of this. Okay, it's not going to bind with it. Might be because the throttle trim's already turned up. Let's see. Yep, I'm probably going to turn that throttle trim back down. Yeah, it ain't going to bind. So let me turn the throttle trim back to 0. Yeah, there it went. All right, now we're going to run the throttle back up. Make sure we run it in the right direction. We'll just be comparing these. Okay, that's 120 on the transmitter, wide open. Same thing it was on the other battery at, I think, 30 less C. Yeah, 30 less C. And we will run it to the maximum on this battery too. And like I said, after this video is over, I will go back, probably either voice over it or something, because the voltage and all that's going to change too. So we're going to take this one up to the max. Okay, we got about 470. I think that's pretty close to what the other one had. Now we're going to crack it down to 370 and just take it up. Okay, there's 370. Now we're going to give it a burst. Oh yeah, you can tell a big difference in that. You can tell a big difference in that. Now I didn't think about it. I should have had the... So it don't matter. I was going to say maybe I should have had the transmitter on there too, but that don't matter. All right, I'm going to take the throttle back out of it, because it will not bind with the throttle trim turned up. It's science, y'all. All right, now we're gonna put the 120C. I could tell that battery right there, it dropped, the voltage on it dropped in a hurry because it's so small. It's not but like 850C. All right, there we got 1243. Is our voltage, fully charged battery. We're going to run the throttle trim up on this battery. There we go, 100%, 120%. 34 RPMs. I don't think it makes a difference in the running, it's the burst. So we're gonna do this one the same way. We're gonna take it up to the max operating speed, wide open on the throttle, in other words. See what it'll do. Oh, somehow the steering trim got out of whack, or either my hand touched it or something. One of these cables might have moved. You look, strings on the back, these just held on by shoestrings. We're gonna take it up to the max. What it means, take it that quick. Oh yeah, you can tell this thing is like a beast. Okay, we got it at 480. So I'm gonna drop it down 380. All right, right there, and I'm gonna get it back down there again. And when I get it back down there, my throttle finger's up, and I'm gonna juice it here in a second. To get it back down there, we'll see. All right, there it is, 380. Daggone, thing won't even stay on the table. So yeah, there's a difference. Let me go ahead and see if I can get this trim figured out. The reason I don't have this all bolted down or really strapped down real good to prevent this is I would rather the car come off the dyno than it snap an axle. Okay, there we go. Let's see if we can, let me tighten these up just a hair. Let's see if we can do that pull again. Okay, we got 480. Gonna back it down to 380. Oh, this is a straight axle, so I'm getting some torque twist from it. That's what that is. That's why it's not staying on the dyno as good. All right, 384, 385 right there. We're fixing to goose it. I think that battery is misrepresenting itself. I don't believe that's 120C. That's not 120C. That thing, see how much voltage it's losing. 120C would be dropping that small battery. That's only a 1500. It would be dropping that battery real quick. That's not 120C. There's no way. Because the 80C was way more, had way more of a burst rate. There it goes. Torque twist to get it every time, but let's take this one off. All right, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I think I'm gonna pack this thing up and send it up to Joe Girding and let him check. I'm just joking. I ain't sending this thing to Joe. Joe, ooh, this ain't made for Joe, but we need to get one. Joe, you need to get one. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Just watch in your timer on your video. When you're watching the video, watch how quick it goes up. You know, like I try to put a stopwatch on the video if I can. But if I can't, just watch it, you know, see if you can tell the difference. I can tell a big difference. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and remember till next time, I love you, but God loves you more.